top of the early afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're outside the shop and we're gonna do a little revisit from these three amigos. We ran the 500i, we ran the Insano SS version. That's an X-torq, or the smog version 372 on the far side, and we ran the 390. It was somewhat stock. I had adjusted the squish band, and I actually forgot that I had done a little bit of carving on the start of the transfer port circuit. I didn't really necessarily alter the timing in that particular saw, but the squish adjustment helped a little bit. And I haven't actually looked at the time runs between the 390, which comes in at 6.5 horsepower in stock form, versus the 500i, which comes in at 6.8 horsepower in stock form. Yeah, it's 6.8 in stock form, versus the measly 5.5 I think the X-torq saws are rated at in the Husqvarna. Now, we did some weights and measures on this operation, but I think I forgot to mention one of them. We basically came up with 19.6 on my scales. They're not weights and measures accurate. They're the hand-me-down bathroom scales. So there you go on that one. I did make note that the new heavy-duty clutch cover actually has Husqvarna cast into the side of it, as opposed to the sticker that they had. So it's kind of all orange on the side now. In all honesty, I can't remember what the 372 was weighing in at fully fueled. I think it was 16.5 or somewhere around in there, but honestly I can't remember. It's been a long time. That has some heavy duty dogs on it, so it's going to be a little bit heavier than the normal version. It has the heavy duty clutch cover on it as well. It'll be a little bit heavier because of those two additions than the normal X-torq 372. But again, I can't remember what that saw weighed in at. If we look at the 500i, the version that I did the handlebars on came in at 16.8, most of the time 17.0, a couple times. This one is a new version with the full wrap handlebars and the big kid dogs, but the small clutch cover, and it weighs about 16.6, fully fueled, all of them. I guess in my humble opinion, there's no reason to worry about what they weigh without fuel. You're not going to run them that way. Anyway, the 500i, I took a moment when we were on one of those pauses and got it re-warmed up, since I think we're dealing with, I think it was 11 degrees or something last night, so it was pretty cold, but I waited a while purposefully to do this testing. So we'll get rolling. Okay, I forgot to mention, same exact bar and chain as we ran in the last session between these three. I haven't done anything else with that chain except the last time we ran these three together. I'm gonna say that the 500i runs pretty good in stock form. There's no denying it. It better. Technologically, it's the most advanced at the moment, so kind of hopeful that it would run really good in stock form. We're gonna pause because I'm gonna swap out the bar and chain to the 372 because I think it's going to be the second quickest in this operation, and warm it up since it's pretty cold. I forgot to mention we have GotFlow 2.0. I had some frog skins kind of custom made to work in a saw application. We're still kind of monkeying around with those a little bit, but it helps with the airflow slightly. We'll take a look at that real quick. Okay, we got a nice little run in with that saw. Spun her up a little bit. I have a little more time on that than the 390. I think that this saw actually won. I think it actually went down faster, and I think it actually came up a little faster than the 500i. So it's down 1.3 horsepower. The other thing I will make mention of, it doesn't have that erratic coming off idle struggling concept and like the backing off from high idle. As it idles down, it just drops off like the old saws. I've been monkeying around with that situation, trying to get it refined, if you will, through quote unquote the R&D process. And so this saw behaves now really similar to the old version non-smog, non-air stratification, raw air stratification system like that's in this saw. They behave like the old saws. So I'm actually kind of well pleased at how that saw runs at this point. It runs like an old saw. It has decent power. So now we're gonna get the 390 queued up. 390's ready to rock and roll. This guy works out on the coast, NorCal coast, works inland, whatever. We don't have any custom extra heavy duty airflow situation going on with that one, unfortunately, because they actually run a little bit better when you do that. Okay, if we get a little bit further back, we can view the participants. I think that's actually smoked the other two. Even if it didn't necessarily time-wise, it's killing them with the low-end grunt. So I'm trying to tune these saws for more of a work application. That has the extreme zip kit in it, so it's one step below Insano, but they run really good. I think the 372 X-torq was the second fastest by a little bit over the 500i, which is, that'd be nice. Like I said, I haven't viewed the Three Amigos shootout from before when we ran the stock 500i, the Insano SS version. That's fourth on the list, fourth on in the levels from lowest to highest. So we have combustion chamber work and the flow tricks on that one. And then the extreme zip kit on the 390, but it's about 88 cc's, about 80 cc's, and about 71 cc's. So the little saw that could, again, seems like it can, I guess. I'm going to be checking the times really thoroughly when we get this video organized. Check the description for any clarifications, qualifications, corrections, and the postings that I find for the time runs. Check the description for a lot of extraneous stuff that may or may not be important. A lot of the times the questions are answered, I'm noticing, in the description area, or if I pin the comment. But anyway, kind of digressed. Thanks for watching this session as we continue and go down the road. Mr. Ryan's been gracious enough to let me have that 500i for a little while. He said take as long as you like. Little did he know. The 500i does feel lighter, I will say that, when you pick it up, than the 372, which I've actually tried to talk to some of the Husqvarna guys. One of the pretty good up in the food chain kind of guys, and I'm a small fry in this operation and nobody really wants to listen to what I have to say, so there you go on that one. But anyway, thanks for watching this session. Have a blessed day wherever you might be on God's green earth.